What's up guys, and welcome back to the Link Evolution Arc 5 campaign mode playthrough thing. I realized this series was getting more views than challenge mode, so I should probably go back to this and finish it up. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting for so long if you're watching this as we go. Yuri led Obelisk Force's invasion into the Synchro dimension, throwing New Domino City into turmoil. You Lancers came to this dimension to protect us from exactly this kind of situation, didn't you? The Lancers came to help defend against these enemies, to team up with your own duelists and work as a united force. Well then, why are you doing stuff? Obelisk Force tracked down Selena. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Selena! Wah! Come on guys, you can relax now. Sora, it's good to see you. Didn't they just have like a duel of like, we don't like each other anymore? Good to see him. You lost your mind? Did you forget that he beat up Shay and tried to take me too? Chill, I'm here to help, not bring you back to the academy. We're on the same side now. Oh right, duel of friendship. That's right. How'd I forget? Why would anyone willingly choose the losing side? He looks just like me. He doesn't at all. Not even remotely did they look similar. I still don't get this. Like, I mean, you can't see my mouse on the screen, so because I just wanted to like circle some of the features, but like, for example, chin, I guess the chin's kind of similar. The eyes, not similar at all. Eyebrow game, not even close to matching. The hairdo, totally different. Eye color, different. I mean, really the only thing they have in common is the chin line. That's it. Maybe if someone like photoshopped off their like the hair on the top of their head, maybe I would start to see the like resemblance, but I mean, they all kind of have that same similar head structure. That's just kind of the art style. So many traders in such a small space. The professor will not be happy. I finally found you, you snake. As usual, your timing is terrible, Pogo. Can't you see I'm occupied at the moment? So what? That's what you get for taking Rin. He called him Pogo, but his name's not Pogo. Are they just making fun of his name again? Is that like a running joke? What the professor wants, the professor gets. He wanted Rin just like he wants me to get Selena now. You've reached the end of the road, you punk. I think you meant to say the end of your road, silly. After all, your odds of winning are 0. Well, I like those up. Wait, that doesn't make sense, but I'll beat you anyway. This guy's just totally clueless, huh? That motorcycle helmet sure makes him look cool at least, right? I cannot believe I have to duel this moron. Why wouldn't he just duel literally anybody else? Oh, you better believe it. This moron's ready to fight. So now we're back to using story decks, which is basically this like dice deck again that I'm not very good with, but his deck looks kind of lame too. Oh, it's an Evil Swarm deck. Oh, that'll be easy to beat. I can take Evil Swarm any day of the week, I think. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the next... Okay, so I don't really want that card on the field. If you control a machine type level 4 or lower in your graveyard... Oh. I kind of messed up some of the words in that, but I need a card in the graveyard for that to work. I also need a card in the graveyard for these two to work. So we'll go ahead and set Mystic Space Typhoon in the event that he ends up playing a spell card. And then I'll just go ahead and destroy the one monster. I guess I could... you know what I could do? Activate his effect and then bring the Tri-Dice back from the graveyard. We'll destroy that. And then what field card do I have? Special summon its target. Its effects are negated. Destroy it during the end phase. Target one Speedroid monster in your graveyard. Special summon it during your main phase, except the turn this card was activated. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one Speedroid monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. So we're going to use Speed Recovery because it's got an effect that can be used from the graveyard. I'm going to throw him in attack position just so I can get the extra 300 damage. I'm going to attack with the 2 of these because I think the only thing I can get is 2500. That's actually an extra 400 attack if I just synchro them now. So yeah, let's just go ahead and synchro them now then. Get that extra 400 attack points. I forget the 300 is incredibly weak. Not a bad start to the duel so far. Maybe I'm thinking of a different deck that I was not very good with in this mode. I mean, there's so many different decks in the story mode of this that I haven't been good with, so forgive me. Although, I might have just been because the last time I used it, I was against that, like, Phantom Knight deck, which was, like, stupid OP, especially under the new rules. So maybe just that was the only issue I was having. I mean, in the meantime, we've got Iron Call and Speed Recovery I could use again next turn. I couldn't get out another Synchro monster. Actually, so no, it wouldn't be a great idea to use both of these cards because you'd get destroyed during the end phase. What I could do, actually, well, this is going to be some fusion, so if you don't get destroyed, maybe I've got some plans in motion here. Of course, there's just a bunch of fusions that happen without polymerization. Remember when polymerization was needed for fusion decks? Activate the effect of a card. Oh, it's probably just... what's this? Advantage, negate the attack... Oh, no, I don't need to do that. I mean, maybe if this has something. What's your effect? Once per turn, you can target one monster in the field with a level less than this card, or equal to this card. Banish it. When an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's face-up monster, you can activate this effect until the end of this turn. That opponent's monster loses 1,000 attack, and if it does, this card gains 1,000 attack. Once per turn, during the next standby phase after this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one polymerization spell card or fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. Which, why is that necessary? Because you don't need polymerization to get that card. And why it's just got this mountain of effects, so good thing my monster does absolutely fucking nothing. Oh, cool, never mind. I forget. He's got an effect. Alright. You can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. When a monster affects that targets exactly one level 5 or higher monster, and no other cards, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. I mean, this is basically the exact same thing, right? Negate the activation, and you do destroy it. So I guess we'll just use choice 2. And then I don't need to combo it with anything else. I think I've got a plan for other stuff I can combo. Holy crap, his attack goes up to 5,000 until the end of this turn. Damn it. How cool would that have been if it was at least to your opponent's next turn? Of course it wasn't, though. Hey, you drew Super Polymerization. Oh, fuck, you drew Super Polymerization. That's a good way for you to get fusion with using my monsters, huh? This card cannot attack the turn it is normal summoned. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field. Change it to defense position. If you do, that target loses 800 attack. I mean, I might as well summon this card. Just because it's on the field. It'll do stuff. I mean, it won't really, but we'll activate this so I can get the Pachinko machine back. Or Pachinko, or however you want to say it. Perfect. Then I can use... Once one of these gets destroyed, which I'm sure they will, I can use Iron Call to bring one of these two back, and then banish Speed Recovery to get the dice back. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How about that? I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let's just attack with these monsters that I can get a direct attack in. We're just making these grand assumptions that Yuri's gonna have some masterful plan for this next turn. He might not. I mean, he's got Super Polymerization, so one can assume he's gonna get that plant card out again after using my Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. But I can MST negate, remember that? Remember MST negating? Just kidding. No, I can't do that. You're setting... Are you not going to use Super Polymerization? I'll go ahead and use Mystic Space Typhoon on whatever you just set. You can't use it. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't just use... That was Super Polymerization. Is there something... Discard one card. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from either side of the field as fusion material. Oh, maybe one of my monsters can't be used as fusion material. Maybe they need... All of his fusion monsters need specific monsters. Well, I've at least prevented it from being a quick effect during my turn. I've all but won here. In fact, let's just activate your effect to win right now. Just to guarantee that win. I don't want to deal with whatever it is you're putting together. I don't want to deal with it. So we'll just destroy that face down. I'm not even going to read its effect. How about that? Another easy victory. That's actually a pretty good deck. I've used it before in, like, challenge mode and stuff. With Yuya, Yugo, Yuri, and Yuto's spirit in the same place, they entered a trance. Reunite as one. Reunite as... Okay, that's creepy. Reunite as one. Reunite as one. I'm resurrecting now. Yuya. Hasn't all of the, like... No, Rinrin hasn't been found yet, so never mind. I was gonna say, haven't all the girls been together yet? So when do they do this, like, weird trance thing? What the fuck's happening here? Zuzu's voice broke their trance, and Yuri and Yugo disappeared. Without Yuri's help, I'm not sure we'll be able to capture that girl anymore. Let's retreat for now. Why do they look like old school soldiers? That's kind of weird. Friendship finale unlocked. Perfect. And we unlocked some of these plant cards that it looked like he was using during that deck. He didn't really get to use them at all, but it looks like the theme of his stuff is a bunch of weird poison plant cards. Although, this looks kind of cool. This Venom Fusion Dragon. And I gotta respect the purple hair. In the Friendship Cup Finals, Yuya faced off against the last tournament's winner, Jack Atlas, the other guy who has a completely normal American name like Joey in the franchise, and everyone else doesn't. Meanwhile, Raget used the ongoing chaos to take over the government, casually. I mean, just take over the government while people are dueling. You just like walk in there and just sit down in the office and went, whoops, I'm king of the hill now. Attention people of New Domino, the chaos you are witnessing is proof that the High Council has failed you. To ensure order, I have no choice but to assume full authority over the city and its government. Yeah, anyone that just assumes full authority over anything is always looking out for everyone's best interests. He's lying. He's using the chaos so he can take over the city. But people, both commons and topsiders, you can't let him. This city belongs to you. If he's a topsider, I mean, all the topsiders are just gonna take his side then. Yuya, you have to convince them to stop fighting each other. Duel-tane your way into their hearts. Yuya and Jack took center stage. Your attention please, Jack Atlas and I are about to duke it out in the final bout of the Friendship Cup. Jack and I will put on a show guaranteed to rock every block in this metropolis. It's showtime, Jack. Oh, so you really think you can entertain my crowd? We'll see about that. He doesn't really seem like the kind of guy that would give a fuck. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch 5Ds and know nothing about him. But he seems like the kind of guy that'd be like, can we just duel now? A little bit like Kaiba, right? Just like, okay, don't care. Don't care about the friendship going on in this place. I don't care about the atmosphere here. I just want to duel and be the champion. Hey, we're back to using the Performapal deck, which is pretty OP, but every time that we use this Performapal deck, we get a bunch of different fucking cards, and I gotta relearn how to use this damn deck, because it can't just have one consistent theme. Alright, Cheer Mole. Oh, lord. They all have super low attack and low level, but a bunch of stupid effects, right? So Life Swordsman, when your opponent gains life points, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, this card's attack becomes equal to the life points your opponent gained. You contribute this card, target one face-up monster you control, gains 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. Well, that sounds horrible, thanks. You can target one monster whose attack is different from its original attack, apply the appropriate effect. You can only use the effect of Cheer Mole once per turn. If that monster's current attack is higher, it gains 1,000 attack. If the monster's current attack is lower, it loses 1,000 attack. Its pendulum effect is all monsters you control gain 300. Lame. If your opponent controls a special summoned monster and controls at least as many monsters as you, you can special summon this card. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on each player's field until the end of this turn. That opponent's monster loses attack equal to this card's attack. Ooh, 500. And if it does, the monster you control gains attack equal to this card's attack. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and one Performapal monster you control. That opponent's monster loses attack. Okay. What a disaster. Performapal, what are you? A level 5? So I can't really do stuff with these guys. They have okay pendulum effects, but then I won't be able to summon anything if I do it. You're level 2, so I couldn't summon you with the other ones. If I placed you and you 5 and 3, I could pendulum summon you and you sacrifice you both for Odd Eye's Pendulum. Is that a bizarre move for the first turn? I think it is a little bit. Okay, who cares? I don't really know. I don't really want to bother going through all of this shit, so we'll do that. No, I won't be able to pendulum summon this because that is a level 1. What a fool I was. I think that I could do that. I guess I could summon it though. Or I guess I could wait for it to be... We'll just, you know what, let's just play it safe. We'll just put you in defense position for now. And then see if Jack Atlas gains life points. That seems like a really weird card to have. I get a chance setting the card, seeing what happens, but the AI always seems to attack face down cards no matter what. So we'll just not touch that. Of course, he summons a monster with 0 attack. Oh. Maybe I should have set that card. Then I could have gotten Odd Eyes out this turn. But he's got a bunch of spell and traps. Those make me nervous. Alright. Acrobat Magician. If the activation of a spell or trap card is negated, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Can I pendulum summon it? No. I don't even really want to summon it. 800 attack? Ridiculous. Why is everything so low? Alright, for the meantime, though, we'll just set this. Can I just destroy you? Yeah, you don't have any effect that says you're not destroyed, right? This card is normal or special summoned. Target one face-up monster on the field, and it's treated as a tuner. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one fiend monster you control. That fiend monster is treated as a tuner. You can only use the effect of Double Resonator once per turn. Yeah, once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on each player's field. Until the end of this turn, that opponent's monster loses attack equal to this card's attack. Monster you control gains attack equal to this card's attack. So, I mean, he wouldn't lose. You can't get worse than 0 attack. So kind of useless. Right? I mean, forget it. We'll choose you, and then you. I gain 800 attack, right? So I doubled up his attack. That's not bad. We should be able to do 1,600 points of damage. Oh, just kidding. And he gained that weight. No, I said it. Ah, damn it. Main phase 2. I'd said it, so now I couldn't special summon it, but he does have ways to gain life points. Interesting. Alright, Dragaido. That's not in his normal deck. Can I activate this during his turn? It doesn't look like it, so you're gonna die. That was a lot of effort. Red Gardena. Double Resonator will make that a tuner. And oh shit, he's going to get the red dragon thing out. Starlight Red Dragon Archer. What the hell is that? Scarlight. And Monster Reborn. Oh, goody. Hey, he's using banned cards. Tournament. Suspend him. This duel is over. I win by forfeit. I have no idea how I'm going to get rid of this card. This card's name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on the field or graveyard. Once per turn, you may destroy as many special summoned effect monsters on the field as possible with attack less than or equal to this card. Then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card. Oh, the good news is that would be every one of my monsters. These cards are not really going to do anything for me. I can get you. Oh shit, I can't get you. Oh no. I'll place you there in attack position because I have to. Now I can summon you. You have 100 attack. No, you have less attack. Damn it. Target one monster whose attack is different from its original attack. And have it gain 1,000. Yeah, maybe. Hang on. What a weird deck. Can't we just... Okay. Targeting you. And I'm going to target you. And then I can make you gain 1,000 attack. Perfect. What a bizarre deck we're using right now. There's no way I'm able to just kill this thing. There it is. King Synchro. Perfect. Well, it was certainly worth a shot. Can Yuya just have his normal, like, Performapal deck? With the regular monsters and the magicians? Why does he always have to have a gimmick? Every single time we use this deck, it's different with a different gimmick. Just let me have the Odd Eyes pendulum shit. Alright, that's all I want. Instead, you got this Acrobat Magician instead of my Time Gazer. I gotta use the Christmas Magician here instead of my normal things. Not a fan. I should at least be able to get... No, I can't do that either. What can I do with Acrobat Magician? If I sacrifice this for Acrobat Magician, what can I do with it? Probably nothing. Let's go ahead and activate this thing's effect. We'll just reduce this card's attack so I can at least destroy it with Acrobat Magician. Get rid of one monster this turn. I'm not really sure what else I can do here. Fantastic. Get Acrobat Magician out on the field. Now, what can you do? When it's destroyed by battle, I can place it in the Pendulum Zone. What was its effect? Oh. Well, cool. It's not even gonna get destroyed by battle. I'm gonna have to battle the 4,000 attack dragon with him. and I'll lose 3,000 life points. Actually, I'll probably just lose if he can summon any monster, which he can with Call of the Haunted. Perfect. I was worried Jack wouldn't be able to summon anything. That's... Oh, it's not the game. I've got 500 life points left. Ah. Damn it. Until the end of the next turn. See, even his cards apply the effect till the end of next turn, whereas mine I'll end at the end of my own turn. Yuya, can you please just stop with the gimmicks? Just have a normal fucking deck. Set Performapal Handstand a Coon to return the opponent's Synchro monsters back to the extra deck. Literally didn't see that card. I hate the tips in this game sometimes. Hey, by the way, if you decide to draw 5 pieces of Exodia, you win. Heads up. Cool, you should try that. Do what? What's that card? Oh, perfect. We got a whole bunch of other monsters I haven't seen before either. What is this Handstand a Coon? No. Odd Eyes Synchron monster. Good. So he's a tuner. Do I even, what the fuck's my extra deck? I have tuner monsters? What are these things? Nirvana High Paladin. Okay. That's also a Synchro Pendulum monster. Alright. And then Enlightenment Paladin. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. Okay. So I don't even have like my Odd Eyes fusions. Jesus Christ, it's a different deck every time. Alright. If this card is special summoned from the extra deck, is used as Synchro material, banish it. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 3 or lower in your graveyard and special summon it, but its effects are negated. Once per turn, target 1 card in your pendulum zone, special summon it. But if it has any effects, negated. Immediately after this effect resolves, Synchro summon 1 monster using only that monster in this card. Oh good lord, there's so many different things I've got to try and think of here. We've got... So, he's got 3 cards, which means I can place you in the pendulum zone and you'll stay at an 8. And then you have a 1. So what do you do? Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving a monster you control and an opponent's monster, activate this effect. That monster you control cannot be destroyed by that battle. Don't care. So if this card is special summoned from the extra deck, when this card is normal summon, target 1 level 3 or lower Performapal or Odd Eyes monster in your graveyard, and special summon it. So I could use Graceful Charity to get those sent to the graveyard. Check this out, right? I can send this Odd Eyes. What the hell is Smile World? All face-up monsters currently on the field gain 100 attack for each monster currently on the field. Oh, it's not a field card. It's dumb. That's what it is. See ya. Alright, so I got an idea. I will Pendulum Summon these 3, and then I will normal summon Odd Eyes Synchron to bring out the other Odd Eyes Dragon. I don't think this is how you're supposed to use the deck, but I don't care. This is how I want to use the deck. Here's Odd Eyes or whatever the fuck, but he'll die as the second Jack manages to get one of his Synchro monsters out, so we'll just ignore that. Target 1 monster you control changes its battle position. If you do, switch its current attack and defense until the end of the turn. That's dumb, but I'm gonna set this in defense position. It's just on the field, so it can be on the field, buddy. Alright, what do you do? When this card is destroyed by battle, target 1 card on the field, return it to the hand. That's not a bad effect. Oh, it's Handstand a Coon. That's right. Now I'll go ahead and summon you. What? This card is normal summon, target 1 level 3 or lower. Oh, right. I sent Odd Eyes. I just saw whatever. I can't do any tune summoning though, because 10 and 8, it doesn't add up. I would need another level 2 to be able to get the level 8 tuner out, which I do not have. That's fine. We'll do a whopping 600 damage here. For the love of God, activate the effect of a card. Yeah. Ah, haha. I can switch. There we go. We'll do a little bit more damage. Activate the effect. He's not going to get destroyed by this battle. What the hell is Force Resonator? I don't know. I didn't read its effect before I went to the graveyard. Call of the Haunted to bring that thing back, huh? That's an interesting card to bring back. Replay attack. No, you are going to block one of the attacks, but luckily, I've got my Toad. That's a waste of Call of the Haunted. do 700 damage to Jack Atlas this turn, and destroyed his monster, and burned a Call of the Haunted. Can't forget about the value of burning Call of the Haunted. Fantastic, glad I did that. What else you got, Jack? Red Resonator. Okay. It's only level 6, so the tuner he gets from this isn't going to be great. Oh, thank God, it's just below Odd Eyes in strength. I can actually destroy it next turn. Nope. Why did I open my mouth? Yeah. That's fine. I knew I was going to take all that damage, but at least I didn't lose it. So now if I can summon another monster... Well, see, now what she did was ruin my hopes and dreams. 5. So if I sacrifice one of these, it'll be 4 plus 5, which is going to equal 9. It's not going to be enough. God damn it. Exactly one other pendulum monster you control is returned to your hand. You can special summon one monster from your hand with the same name. So this has done nothing for me right now. So I guess I could sacrifice one of these. When this card is destroyed by battle, target one card on the field, return it to the hand. I guess we just sacrifice the Toad and set the Magician, and that'll at least block attacks for me. Stargazer Magician. I'll just set him for now. Unfortunately. Oh, I can Pendulum the Toad back. I don't know what that would do, though. Yeah, why not? Let's just go ahead. Let's try that, right? Let's just do whatever his effect says. Just place it in defense position. No harm can come of the monster in defense position, right? Then I still can't activate your effect anyway, so whatever, I just put another monster on the field. It'll get destroyed anyway, but... we have another monster on the field. Ah, you see? Oh, shit. Hey, it's that Scarlight monster I was really worried about. That can also now destroy my, well, all of my cards, really. Fucking A. Hey, you can't be destroyed by oh. What does this thing do? I'm not a fan of that. It's also a tuner monster, because of course it is. It's a trap and a tuner. Oh my god. Hey, Time Gazer, you also aren't gonna do shit for me. What the hell? Is you're level 3, 5. Wait, yeah you are. Math. I'll get the level 10 Synchro monster out if I summon you. What do you do? If a red dragon archery monster you control during damage calculation, make that monster you control. Who cares? We're gonna get that level tuner or 10 tuner monster out. I don't know what it does, but who cares? Just kidding. What? Oh. I need the other tuner monster, right? Because it has to be a Synchro monster. Why? Why can't I just skip right to High Paladin? Alright, well, that was a colossal waste of time. Do I have a 3-star monster I can pendulum? No, they're both 2-star. So that means it won't equal 8. Tuner, fucking I hate Synchro monsters. The actual odds of getting one of these cards out ever is like, it never happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and destroy this. Because I put both of these in attack position, so I might as well do something. No, don't activate the effect. I know it can't get destroyed. At least whoever he attacks can't get destroyed next turn, because I'll use that effect. That'll let me stall for time. This is going great, by the way. Yeah, activate it. Oh, good, another King Scarlet. What am I supposed to do? This is such a mismatch. Yuri's deck sucks. I can't believe I'm saying this now. He just, every time we duel, he's gotta have a cool gimmick for the show. So they can advertise more cards. Just use the same fucking cards. Oh, good. Tyrant Red Dragon. I couldn't beat the last one, so let's get out a different one. Okay. What do I do about you? Hey, you're level 1. So hear me out here. We need to get to 8. So how does the math work on this? 5, 7 if I pendulum a level 2, and then 8 with him. I don't think that's gonna do it for me, but fuck it, right? Yeah, here we go. Get out the raccoon, summon the life swordsman, and then do nothing. Probably. I have to find out what the tuner monster does. But your boy can finally get him out. If this card is synchro summoned using a magician pendulum monster as material, you can target one spell monster or spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Oh, cool. So he's got a cool effect. You can only use this effect of Enlightenment Paladin once per turn. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. I need to get that out way earlier, though. Because right now, it does nothing for me, because it's 1,000 attack points weaker than Tyrant Red Dragon. What's the spell card I've got? Graceful Charity could be okay. All face-up monsters currently on the field gain 100 attack for each monster currently on the field. So there's 3 monsters. That still wouldn't do anything. So we're gonna use Graceful Charity, and hopefully that gives me something I can use. Probably not, but I mean, I'm desperate at this point, so here we go. I have to discard 2, so we're gonna discard this and this. Now we have the Tuning Magician, who I probably could have used a while ago. You have 2 Magician cards in your Pendulum Zones while this card is in your hand or graveyard. Special summon this card. Your opponent gains 400 life points, then you take 400 damage. Well, it's about to be a lot more than that. I finally got this out in the field to do nothing. Fantastic. So I'll take 1,000 life point damage when it's attacked, but I should be able to use Performapal's effect and keep it alive. At least till I can oh, never mind. I just lose. You've got to be kidding me. This deck feels like such a ridiculous mismatch, but whatever. I'm discovering new cards every time we've used it so far. This card is Pendulum Summoned from the hand, and no other cards are Pendulum Summoned at the same time. You can make this card's attack become double its original attack. Once per turn, you can target one monster on the field, banish both it and this card. Each turn, the first Pendulum monster you control that would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect is not destroyed. He is level 3, so you're 3 and you're 6, so I could do it. And then he'd have 2,400 attack. It'd be cute, I guess. That pendulum effect might not be bad. I guess we'll do it. I don't know really what else to do. What do you do? Once per turn, you can target one Performapal or Odd Eyes monster you control this turn. That face-up monster is treated as a tuner. Also, its level becomes 1. So for now, I can't pendulum summon. Because you're a 3. That's right. That's how math works. That's right, the pendulum gate has to... It's been so long since I've used a pendulum, I forgot I couldn't pendulum summon with this thing. So now I just have these 2 in the pendulum zone doing absolutely nothing. So I guess for now, I just summon this card and then hope he just can only use one of the resonators this turn. Because the resonators don't have a higher attack than he does. That's not really doing me any good. This deck is garbage. What are some of the people thinking when they make some of these decks for story mode? They're like, I've got a good idea, guys. Let's just flip a fucking coin, and then every time we go over a card from this TV show, if it lands on heads, we'll throw it in the deck. If it lands on tails, well, then we just won't use it. Nope, he's gonna get a level 8 tuner out in the very first turn. Oh, no, he'll get a level 10 out in the first turn. And he's gonna gain life points. And he gets Tyrant out in the first turn. Should I just surrender? Like, what do I do now? Cool, there goes all my cards. It's the battle phase. I figure we'll just lose in 3,500 attack. So I mean, I just can't grasp this deck. I mean, I know it's more like tuner bullshit. Maybe we'll just set you and just see what happens. Okay. Set you, let Jack attack, get it, and hopefully he destroys himself. I mean, he probably won't, because he can just use that effect to just destroy everything. Yeah, guys, that tip where I should set down Handstandakun or whatever the hell its name is, really useful. It's been great, been super helpful. I've gotten a lot of value from that card and all the other shit qualities that it's provided. Oh, cool, Cheer Mulligan. So we have Pendulum Zones 5 and 6, so I can successfully summon nothing. And I have no cards in the graveyard because they all are Pendulum monsters, so I can't use his effect either to get a tuner monster out. So it's really, it's going fucking great. Yeah, thanks for asking. So if you haven't seen it yet in challenge mode, because I know a lot of you watch this series instead of my challenge mode playthrough, I do some Mech Knight decks and a bunch of other new decks, so come check those out. In the meantime, we're going to special summon a fuck ton of monsters, because that's what Mech Knights do. It's actually been a while since I've used this, so give me a second when I remember which ones I want to do. This card is normal summoned. You can add Mech Knight monsters with different names and redeck to your hand. So I want to use him first, because what I want is Mech Knight Indigo, so we can get out a whole bunch of different cards. Check this shit out. Blue Sky, first turn. Beautiful. Activate the effect of Blue Sky? Of course I will. Of course I will. Give me Indigo Eclipse, thank you very much. Now I can set the spell card as well. Boop. Which will let me special summon you. In attack mode now, see, hear me out. What is about to happen here is something, some effect is going to be activated, and I don't trust it. Not one bit. Because I could just win here. We could get a nice one-turn knockout if these effects don't go crazy. I'm sure they're going to, but we got 8,000 lined up. I suspect there is a Mirror Force or something similar in action here. Oh. No, do we just win? Was that the ticket to the deck, was to just switch to one of my bullshit archetypes that has the ability to special summon 4 2,000 attack monsters on the very first turn, and then Jack just can't do anything? Alright, fantastic. That felt satisfying, at least. After getting my ass kicked by Jack for the last half hour. The Friendship Cup concluded with a new champion, Yuya. Now, normally, because all Jack did was set 2 cards, I would probably do like a rematch, like I do in challenge mode sometimes. If the AI bugs out and can't summon anything, I'll do the duel again. Not this time. I already dueled Jack like 4 times and got my ass kicked with Yuya's bizarre gimmick deck, so I'm sure I'll get ripped apart in the comments with what I should have actually done, but I'm good. Thank you. You dueled great, Jack. I relinquish my crown to you for now, but believe me, I'll regain it soon enough. Now when I jump back to my own dimension, losers, see ya! Let him hear it, New Domino City, he earned it today. My fellow citizens, now that the Friendship Cup has reached its exhilarating conclusion, we're still being attacked by terrorists from another dimension, so if we could get back to that weird subplot, I guess let's go ahead and do that. What the fuck is going on? Why are we still in the Friendship Cup? The Council has deemed that this is an ideal moment to announce some momentous news that will impact the whole city. We've come to realize that if New Domino City is to survive, everyone in our society must come together. The goal seemed impossible, but today, Jack and Yuya showed us the city can be unified. How did they do that? Neither of them are... Wasn't Jack a commoner, and then Yuya's just not from this world? New Domino will no longer be divided in 2. We did it. The power of friendship. Every duel in the Friendship Cup made people realize solid objectives, or holier-than-thou objectives in friendship and stuff. Oh, there's another Jack Atlas challenge mode, huh? That's funny, because he's in the 2 universes. I still think I haven't dueled him in the original one. We'll do him twice in a row then, maybe. No, I better not, because then people will think it's a double upload and not watch it. We'll separate them, and I'll want to use different decks. Well, there you have it, folks. The end of another Link Evolution campaign mode video. I'm going to try and get back to these more, I guess, because you guys seem to like these a little bit more. I've noticed the views on this are a little bit higher than challenge mode. So we'll get back to playing through these and the frustration that comes with using the story mode decks and not being able to know what the hell's in my deck, know what I'm supposed to be doing with the deck, and just getting a random assortment of whatever card that these game creators decided they want to throw in. Because none of these decks really seem to have proper theme. I mean, some of them do, like Yugo's, and then the Phantom Beasts one. And well, really everyone, but except the ones I get to predominantly use. Because whatever the Performapal's deck is, it's just, there's so many of them. There's no consistency. There's no like 3 of each copy. They're just like, fuck it. I don't know why there's so many cards in that archetype. It's kind of bizarre, because you couldn't put all of the cards in the deck. It needs more Magic and Trap, or maybe just the one I was using needs more Magic and Trap. I don't know. But that's all I got for you guys today. Check the links in the description below so you can join the Discord and make fun of me using those decks. I added a Yu-Gi-Oh bot to the Discord channel, so now if you like are looking for cards or whatever, you put the card title in the chat and it'll like give you all the information on the card. So that's pretty cool. It's enhanced the discussion a little bit. And then, you know, I've been streaming a lot lately, so if you want to hit the bell button to catch those streams, we've wrapped up Somnium Files, or pretty close to it by now. Been streaming some Pokemon Sword as well. If I haven't already, then I will be doing that soon. So make sure you hit the bell button so you get those notifications for those streams. Subscribe so you get these videos in your box if you haven't already. Like, and then that's about it. You know, the usual YouTube stuff. Watch other videos, but above all else, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Hey, what's up, man? Oh cool, it is just me battling them, because Hop is morally destroyed right now. And I'm sure he's gonna have some, like, emotional coming to terms moment later.